It is time for us to take our cough medicine that is much needed, because we are in some serious denial as to what the real problem is. It is disgusting to see what has happened with the quality of the average gun owner in this country. We are acting ridiculous.
Average Dude has something to say about... Ow!
Oh, the Ohio show. Yeah, Medina, Ohio, not Medina, as St. Hunger the Young Turk said when he went over this. Medina. Quote, the original owner of the Taurus semi-automatic 9mm handgun used in the shooting brought the firearm into the show fully loaded. This is despite the policy of searches to make sure all guns are not loaded and rendered safe before others can handle them. Okay, right there. He is accountable. He screwed up and didn't follow the rules. Gun safety. Hey, these gun shows. People, you're supposed to know what you're doing when you go to gun shows, when you are part of gun shows, when you sell guns at gun shows. So this, whoever this was, because they seem to be looking for whoever this nitwit is, brought this gun in. But he's not the only one who screwed up and made us all look bad, okay? Okay. The man who brought the gun told police that he took it out, then accidentally fired it, said Buraducci, I guess he's like a cop or something, or whoever was going over the story. A single bullet ended up going into the arm and thigh of this man's business partner. Okay, this is the individual who bought the gun. That this was an exhibitor. And I'm noticing this an awful lot. Have you noticed how guns are a big business item now, firearms? You used to never see this in the newspapers. How you see, you know, the ads. They're all. This is a big money maker because it's a very lucrative business opportunity. And this is where you get the people that do not belong anywhere near guns. The people that are selling guns for money, rather than actually having any kind of genuine background, because I don't believe that these two, this nitwit at the exhibitor and his business partner, knew what they were doing. This guy did not check the chamber at all. He took this gun that he bought, pointed it at concrete floor, and he didn't think that a bullet discharging would ricochet in oh wow, I mean, whoo! Negligent discharge. He's responsible. Again, truthers, this is not the liberals' fault. Okay? If a liberal loaded the gun and handed it to the gun owner with this guy when he bought it, he was still stupid and didn't check the who doesn't check to see if a gun is loaded? And who in the world did it to the concrete floor? Quote, I think there should be background checks for everybody. Richard said, yeah, no kidding. Because then you know they are capable of having a gun. Emphasize on that, rewind, capable of having a gun. Oh, God, we have one butthole screwing around. Good Lord, you would think that this was enough, but no. North Carolina had the piece de la resistance on this one. When it comes to Gun Appreciation Day and the complete and total lack of responsibility and accountability, this one went hands down to North Carolina. Oh, you're going to love this one. This one involves a shotgun with birdshot and multiple victims. Quote, police explained that a 36-year-old man from Wilmington, North Carolina was unfastening the case of his 12-gauge shotgun on a table near the show entrance when it accidentally discharged. The man planned to sell the shotgun at the show. Oh, that was smart. Another one trying to sell that didn't know what he was doing. Okay. The entrance. In other words, the checkpoints going in, because you're not supposed to be bringing in loaded weapons. Again, you don't fart around loading the gun in the parking lot. And you also check, double check, triple check if need be. You make sure you do not bring Loaded gun. Oh my God. Birdshot. Quote, birdshot ended up injuring 3 people. One was a sheriff's deputy, oops, who suffered a slight injury to his hand and was treated and released at a local hospital before returning immediately to work. Sheriff's deputy. Oops. Birdshot. I want to emphasize that one because that's like the Dick Cheney situation. For those who don't know about shotguns, I think most of us are familiar with what the casing, the shell looks like. It's kind of big, and it's got that plastic cover around it. We tend to see them when they're empty, but I think people who don't know about guns think that that's an actual bullet, like a single huge bullet. And, ooh, that shotgun, wow, that's a huge bullet. No, that case holds multiple projectiles. That's what a shotgun does. It holds shot, and a shot is multiple types of projectiles. And the size of the shot differs based upon what they're hunting, like buckshot. Bigger, because you're dealing with a bigger animal, deer and stuff like that. Birdshot, birds. So you basically have a whole bunch of BBs, like a BB gun, a whole bunch. In some cases, like 100, 130 or so, inside this shell. So when you shoot it, so you have multiple chances of hitting a target that's in the air. I want you to think about that when it comes to being indoors at a gun show near an entrance where there's a whole bunch of people. Wow, this person should never have access to a gun again. Brought a shotgun, a 12 gauge, loaded with a birdshot. Oh man, they're lucky that wasn't more serious. Granted, birdshot isn't, the projectiles aren't exactly the kind that you would normally associate with human fatalities, but the damage is, again, you gotta be so careful with that. Quote, I want to emphasize that this is an accident, Keith said. Want to know who Keith is? Keith is a 50-year-old man that was one of the 3 injured. It was stupidity, Keith. It was total irresponsibility, Keith. That's what caused the situation. A total lack of good judgment. There are plenty of people who are good with guns. Responsible gun owners. Know what they're doing. All of you are... This crap is making all of us look bad. You look bad. We need to stop defending these cracks and deal with this they are a problem. We have a lot of wannabe gun owners. And in these situations with Gun Appreciation Day, we're unsure if we're going to press charges. Do it! These are grown people. If they want to be gun owners, then they can be responsible and face the consequences for their oopsies, like real grown men and women. This is why we look bad. This is why gun control is such a big issue. We need to get it together. And I don't believe we're going to.